All right, time now to take a look outside and turn back to meteorologist Cedric Haynes here in the studio. Cedric, we woke up to some very chilly temperatures this morning. Definitely had to put on my coat, even a little heavier than yesterday.
Yes.
And it's still cool out there.
It's still cool out there, and it will likely get a little cooler as we go into the next 24 hours, Latrice. So, yeah, I feel like we're going backwards in time here with the seasons because spring, of course, officially arrived last month. And now we're in the month of April, and we're still talking about frost and freeze conditions. Yeah, a little chilly out there. 51 degrees, though, in Chattanooga now, 50 in Dalton, and 51 in Calhoun. So some folks are warming up a little bit. It's still in the 40s, though. Look at that. Cleveland, Dayton, Athens, Blue Ridge over towards Murphy. And our friends up along the plateau, man, you are definitely still in those winter coats out there with temperatures in the 30s still. It's after lunchtime in the month of April. It is cold, folks, and as we can see, we also have that wind coming in out of the north, and it's a persistent wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, but we're seeing gusts at times up to 20, making it feel even cooler out there for you. So hoodies and sweatshirts are going to be needed as we go into the afternoon hours. We will see a little bit more sunshine this afternoon compared to what we saw yesterday afternoon, but still, don't let that sunshine fool you. It's going to stay on the cool side with temperatures climbing into the upper 50s to low 60s across most of the area. Now, let's talk about what you could expect in your neighborhood because, again, we should typically be with an average high temperature of around 70 this time of the year. 61, one of the warmer spots there in Chattanooga and Dalton, 60 in Cleveland, 56 in Murphy, 58 in Athens. If we're lucky, 52 degrees in Altamont. And again, yeah, notice that wind out of the northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Now, I mentioned this a little earlier, but our average last frost is April the 4th. That was yesterday. Our average last freeze is March the 24th. And tonight, it's going to get cold, and some folks will have a light freeze. Some folks will definitely have frost. In fact, I think most of us will at least have the chance of some patchy frost in and around our neighborhood, so keep that in mind. And notice over towards the Blue Ridge and up towards the northeast there, I wouldn't be surprised to see a few isolated spots seeing those temperatures dipping to near freezing. So we're still kind of stuck in that trough of cooler air across the Tennessee Valley, but look at the warmer air building off to the west. It's 71 degrees in Dallas, and I do think we've got a warming trend, but we've got a little bit ways to go before we get there. So temperatures this afternoon struggling to get to around 60. Here comes that cooler air for us tonight, that chance of some patchy frost, maybe a light freeze with temperatures back down into the 30s. But here comes the warming trend. I think we get back into the low to mid 60s as we go throughout your Saturday afternoon. And then here comes a warm front shooting through on Sunday. That's going to really change things. I think that's when our winds get back out of the south and we see those temperatures climbing back into the low 70s. And it gets even warmer as we get towards the beginning of next week with those temperatures climbing well into the 70s. So below average temperatures over the next couple of days, but look at that. We're back to and above average as we get towards next week. Now, along with that, we're going to be watching as this one storm system, that upper low departs. We've got high pressure building in for the weekend, but this is going to bring us unsettled weather as we get towards next week. And you can see here as we go from Sunday night into Monday, clouds, a chance of rain Monday morning. Hopefully we can get the rain out of here during the afternoon for the eclipse, but it's going to be tough sledding with clouds around. And then we have more rain coming in for our Tuesday. More rain coming in for our Wednesday night into Thursday. So when you add all of that up, these rainfall totals starting to look a little significant heading into next week. So also that could mean some tricky weather for the eclipse. But here's a look at that Storm Alert 7-day forecast, Latrice. Breezy and cool conditions today. Cool still for our Saturday, but look at that. Heading into next week, it warms back up, but also still looking a little unsettled.
All righty. Thank you so much there, Cedric.